Hello everyone, welcome to our seminar. We will be introducing you the avant-garde cinema and we will be talking about different avant-garde styles and give you some crucial examples that represent these styles.
Avant-garde has an experimental and radical approach towards art. With the increasing modern city life and technological progress in the 1920s, many artists started to make films to experience speed and time. Thanks to these developed technologies, different art movements are created by avant-gardists and a wider audience could benefit from it. Pretty good deal, right?
Exactly.
Avant-garde is a medium that enhances unbound expressions and has a non-representational tendency. Furthermore, the rejection of the traditional rules of cinema and exploring the non-narrative forms and the key components of avant-garde. There are various styles of the avant-garde cinema. Today, we will be talking about a few of them to give a glimpse of avant-garde's overarching notion.
Okay, let's go way back to 20s. What do you say, Yasmin?
Go ahead.
So let's start with the historical early avant-garde. Historical avant-garde, influenced by Dada, Surrealism, and Futurism, and in general engage with speed and modernity. Therefore, by using montage, collage, artists express themselves in a different way.
So, to better understand, could you give an example?
Of course. Ballet Mécanique was made by Fernand Léger in 1924, which is one of the most famous and successful avant-garde films. The film has no narrative and is an essential example in terms of representing the connection of machine and man. In the film, the audience encounters many items such as heads, triangles, spinning cylinders, kitchen objects, and also we see a close-up of the woman's smile and eyes, and a woman who is swinging, and so on. So the randomness of objects and scenes form a Dadaist and Cubist composition. The black and white film has an effective soundtrack which gives the film a speed effect. By seeing repetitive scenes with repeatedly cut movements, the motion of the modern world can be observed by the audience. Was it clear?
Yes, it was very clear. Let's move on to the next style. Found footage is about using and re-editing the footage of film or other videos that already exist. The films are about different ways of representing the image without the presence of a camera. In found footage, more people have access to make a film since it is cheaper in production. By using the reproducibility aspect in making film, found footage filmmaking also refers to Walter Benjamin's principle about reproducibility in art.
Wait, what was the principle about?
Oh, so basically, according to Walter Benjamin, cinema's most important aspect is its potential of reproducibility, since he wants to reach a wider audience. Found footage uses the footage from the mass media, and it makes it more accessible to anyone who wants to produce a movie.
Oh, got it. Why don't you go on?
Yeah, sure. Here's an example. A movie which was produced by Bruce Corner in 1958, is a reassemblage of newsreels, pornography, low-budget films, and other sources. By combining and re-editing the existing films, he constructs a new meaning by mocking the conventional cinema. One of the most influential scenes in the film is when a commander in the submarine threw his periscope looking at the sexy woman and afterwards a nuclear bomb exploded. By montaging the irrelevant footage, Corner turns this horrific war scene into something hilarious with the power of editing.
So briefly, he appropriates the existing footage into a completely different context. That was interesting. Now maybe it's time to start talking about the last style, structural film.
So, what is structural film?
The term is coined by Adam Sidney. The structural film foregrounds the materialistic aspect of the film and offers a different cinematic experience than the conventional film. So basically, there are four characteristics that we should mention. These are features that artists generally incorporate in their works. So first of all, fixed camera position is the first one. And the second one is the flicker effect. Third one is loop printing, and finally the fourth one is rephotography of the screen. To give an example of structural film, The Touching by Paul Sherritt is a film that consists of images of a man who is cutting off his tongue with scissors and being cruelly scratched by an anonymous hand. Sherritt used analytic flickering color frames, which creates stroboscopic effect on audience. One of the most essential characteristics of the film is its audio track. Likewise, the images and colorful frames, audio track also in a loop. By repeating the word destroy throughout the film, the meaning of the word is basically destroyed. Thus, audiences at the end of the movie are losing the sense of the word and mesmerized by the film. During the film, viewers find themselves in an uncomfortable position. In the meantime, the film brings out unusual emotional and psychological reactions by exploring the cinematic space without losing themselves in the plot of the movie.
So, that was all for our introductory seminar. Keep in mind that avant-garde is an overarching term and has much more to talk about.
We will see you in our next seminar. Thank you for listening.